we're working on this, just to find the moments on the inside that most people don't choreograph. This is Ruben's first time doing push hands, and also here with us in Justice for Hire. This is Patrick, who's done this before, but he's doing a great job of just being playful. So again, this is all about being able to be aware on the inside, fight on the inside. Let me flip this around. All right, here we go. All right. And just try to push me off.
Don't be scared, hit your tape.
Yeah.
So this is a super fun game. Again, we use the switch legs. We use this to help partners get better acquainted for a scene. Nice. And we use it to just explore more of what happens on infighting, which is essentially the distance that we're playing right now, this close range.
So if you go forward too far, you always get balance up in
Yeah, remember in the sport, if you step, you lose a
point.
yeah.
You can grab
One
stuff
more
too.
time and play as fast
Jack,
as
can you
strong
grab
as
stuff too?
You can.
So you can push pull.
Yeah, depending on the tournament. In the World Cup, you can't quote-unquote grab the clothing, but you can snatch the hand, snatch the wrist for a second. So play as fast or as powerful as you
It's this.
Okay, so let's work on some choreography. Let's work on some. Did you guys play freestyle?
Mm-hmm.
You did the freestyle?
Yeah.
Together? Okay, cool. Did you do 2-on-1? Let's do 2-on-1. So let's do 2-on-1, you and me, so you can first get this through. So did you play freestyle? Did you guys play freestyle with
I did.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay, so can you play with them? Get some freestyle on? Let's do it.
Well, don't I have to watch?
Yeah. Why don't you guys play freestyle?
Okay.
You watch this, and then we'll go.
So we're just doing the same thing?
Yeah, 2-on-1. No, you're gonna use two hands and each one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Are we allowed to grab legs?
No, it's collarbone and hips.
Caught it, okay.
Yeah, because what we're doing is we're taking away weapons, so we sharpen very specific skills.
Okay.
So it's not fun. So notice that he's leaning already, right? So if you notice him leaning, if you notice somebody leaning, one of the first things that you can do, it's one option, is to enter their space quickly and see their reaction, which is more than likely going to be committing to the lean more. The second you see the committal, boom, you pull away. So that's essentially what's helping him fall into a hole. You're giving into what he already wants to do, and then you take it away right away. So why don't you play with some of those ideas, really paying attention to his body language. And come on over here, too. Come over here. Let's get it. Think about the opposite. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah. Lot of elbows. I think.
Yeah, say core.
So what I'm doing is actually called rooting. So it's actually a fun drill. So put your hands on my shoulders and try to put and then try to roll it back as hard as you can. So what I'm doing is creating a pressure circuit.
Okay.
And I'm rolling pressure from your body back into your body. So it's going vroom, and it's about how the muscles spin. Have you guys done this before? The rooting drills?
I think so.
Yeah,
Long
right.
time.
Yeah, I think so.
So you can't, oh yeah,
So essentially, here, let's do it here. Can Nick freestyle? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, hands on my elbows. Patrick, if you want to get a refresher on this. So the hand
inside, outside?
So it's going to be right on the elbow,
Okay.
and it's going to be a gentle position rather than a hold.
Okay.
The second you give me this much information, I know where the tension is in your body.
Okay.
And so what you want to do is you have a position rather than a hold. So you have the position, and then as I start to press on you, you're going to have 70% of your weight on this leg. Matter of fact, we're going to take this leg and we're going to put it right here. It's right exactly. It's going to be more under your shoulder. We're going to take this hip and we're going to let it melt into the front groin. You're going to put 70% of the weight on this leg, and you're going to relax this into the leg. So bring this more forward. Beautiful. So as you feel the pressure, you're only going to respond to what I give you. You're going to break my pressure in 3 places. One, on your mirror right now, you're going to inhale and spread inflate your triceps and lift my elbows out. Exactly like that. So what that's going to do is going to take the pressure back over here. It's going to start to split it. Yeah, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to roll your shoulders forward into my wrists. It's going to push my wrist back. It's called a crimp. Crimping puts undue pressure on the joints. So that's part 2. And part 3 is your posture. Your posture itself, when you said I have a strong core, it's actually the full posture. So that third component, all 3 working together, is going to create a root. Exactly. Good. So keep pushing the shoulders forward. Keep pushing the shoulders. Yeah. And keep lifting your elbows out and rolling my elbows up. So this works the intercostal muscles a lot. All the muscles Xing underneath the, crossing over each other under the rib cage. So this is really, really important thing to, I think, for every person to learn. Good stuff. Keep that flow. Pressing your big toe, that front leg into the ground as you do this. And inhale, inflate, inflate, inflate. Good stuff. Patrick, can you run it with him? All right, okay, so I'm your mirror person. You're going to have 70% of your weight on this leg. You're going to have this leg placed right there.
Same thing before.
Great. Excellent. You're going to allow this hip to melt into this groin, which is what it's going to look like. Feel the coil. Exactly. You're going to allow this knee to fall right with that coil. Great. So you're going to that's going to be your starting position. Excellent. Hands right here, and they're gently placed right on top.
You got it, Robbie?
Oh, yep. Push me as hard as you can. Let me go. Yep. Good. Try to run. So notice how I'm rolling your musculature and putting the pressure that you're putting into me back into you by the nature of the roll. So, and elbow. Great. So I'm going to put that foot over there. Excellent. 70% of it here. Great. See, notice that you just exactly. There you go. Let that melt happen. Otherwise, you're going to fall into this area. Beautiful. Ready? And as I press, you're going to respond by lifting me out. First, you're going to roll my elbows up. You're going to push your shoulders forward into my wrists, and you're going to put your weight on that leg. And inhale. Ready? Go for it. Good. And only give me what I give you. If I give you a little more, then roll me out. Push your shoulders forward. Into my hand. Exactly. Great. And think about lifting your elbows up to lift my arms up. Almost like your tricep is a balloon, and you're inflating. Ruben, we do this on you at the same time? So, yeah, great. We'll have our hands on the shoulders, your hands on the elbow right here. Great. So, as we press, you're going to roll the elbows up and the shoulders forward. Exactly. So, more shoulder forward. Lift your head up a little bit so it's not too far down. Great. Great, great, great. Shoulders forward. Push your shoulders into my wrist. So, almost like trying to fold my hands back with your shoulders. By pushing them into the air. Yes, exactly. And roll me up. Beautiful. Good stuff. So see how you're already more formidable with that structure. So now let's keep on refining it. I'm going to press you again, roll the shoulders forward into my hips. Push my fingers back. Yes. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good stuff. Nick, I want to get you and push me back here. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff. Keep going, keep going. More weight on this leg right here. Good, 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 good.
Ruben. Ruben.
Again. More weight on your left leg. Good stuff.
Yeah.
How's this feel?
I get a little off.
Yeah, so that's the only issue is that you're pushing the hip out and you're going here. But how's it feel everywhere else?
I think good. Sometimes I don't know how to push pull.
Okay, sure. Here. Feel what I mean? Ready and push. And don't allow me to put your elbows up.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to keep your elbows down. I want to lift them. Exactly. So, Nick, can I get you in here a second?
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this is that it can be done with any angle. Okay. On rapid fire. So once you learn the mechanics of it, let's just play and try to push me out of the red. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So what's happening right here? What's happening right here? On the elbow. So it can be done from all these different angles. And let's say we slow it down, and let's say I just come in with one hand, right? I'm just trying to run it back with one hand. Okay. Just put your hand right here. Yeah. Go. So here it is from that angle. He's throwing his shoulder. So now I have to make it up. But essentially, these movements, the whole concept of these movements is to give you a fraction of a second extra. So it's not that you're going to stand there and take the weight of somebody for a very long time. Mm-hmm. It's that you have the awareness to know that you can create a wall, make a wall out of yourself. Mm-hmm. And when you give that sensation of the wall, then you train other moves to bridge from that moment to the next moment. So it's like, oh, they're pushing me back. I'm going to stop that, and then I'm going to move around. And so it's like it's an ebb and flow of structure and then being like water. Solid structure, be like water. And going. So, Nick, let me get you in here for this. For rooting. Pastor, would you run it? Can you run it? Okay. So,
Just a question?
I think.
Can you push on me?
Wait.
Great. Good stuff. So now I'm going to go to you. Soften here. You're still going to do the similar mechanic, meaning you're going to take this hip and melt it into this giveaway. Yeah. And so check this out. What I mean by that is, see how it's almost like a. So if I was throwing a punch, or if I was doing a hip check, if I was throwing a kick. So it's all the same mechanic of that whipping hip. So we're coiled into this front hip, and then as you receive the pressure, you're going to inflate.
It's impressive how I'm like,
So now I'm going to give you a little pressure, and only going to respond with what's necessary.
makes it look how easy.
And push your mind over.
I know, yeah.
Inflating your tricep, pushing your shoulder into my wrist, into my fingers. And instead of turning, try to keep your heart a little more facing me and push the shoulder. Yeah, exactly. Let the shoulder blade release into my fingertips. See what I mean over here? Go for it. feel that? And it's right here. That shoulder blade roll forward. As that will roll forward, it's going to take my pressure that's pushing in, it's going to roll it over my
Who's not even good at that?
It's almost like wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
From my fingers with the shoulder, from the top of your shoulder. Yes. Good stuff. And then relax, and then I give you a little more. Good stuff. Stronger t-shirt here. Good stuff.
Switch it up.
Good stuff. Now I want you to feel it on the belly. Okay, push on the belly. Go. Try to run me back.
You want to switch?
You want to push?
Super like all your power. Go. So great. Now, so now you're going to use the belly like an arm. You always want to be able to use the belly like a limb, and meaning like. So you want to be able to flick the pressure around, and you're going to roll this out while pushing this in. So you want me really uncomfortable on my wrist. Ready? Yep, and roll me out. Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. That does not feel good at all. So, but check this out now. So let's say we're grappling. Let's play. Playing grapple. So you see what you're doing immediately. So, and now look at what kind of combinations we have here. So you have this, and now look at what, I'm feeling uncomfortable here. What do you have there? You got a knee. So why don't you lift the knee up? Yeah, like lift the bang. So, so you essentially have someone where you're like, hey, like that, that's like crazy stuff. But the whole thing is, the audience won't know what they're looking at unless you articulate that, hey, this close-up is cranking right here on the pivot point, and that sucks. And literally, I had to stop because I had a sharp pain right here. So it's like, okay, well, and I'm feeling it again, so I have to strengthen my wrist, obviously, because I have thin wrists from I have skinny wrists. So like, I'm already feeling that, and to be able to articulate to an audience that you have these unique insights into the mechanics of the human body, I think is going to be a real edge for the character, you know, and because it goes beyond it goes into true unique martial capability. So I think we need to be let's run this. And so you know what? From here, let's just start walking way around. So yeah, so take me where you want me to go. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Here, I want you to press it on me for a second. Go. Run back. But for actually really running, try to dominate me with the press. Yeah, keep going. So I have this, right? Yeah. And so you have all of this stuff. You have all this stuff going on because you have awareness. So I really think that you guys practicing this a few times a week, and the single arm push hand stuff. The push hands is going to give you so much insight into infighting. Because remember, the only other real here are other aspects. Outside of push hands, you have Muay Thai clinch work, right? You have 50-50 clinch work from wrestling. And then you have boxing, you know, and body-to-body boxing, just playing here is also great, but the push hands is going to give you insight into all levels. So I really highly recommend spending some time, like when you guys are, see each other during the week, just doing single arm push hands, just to feel the T on the chest. Can you put your hand behind the back for a second? Because what we really want to do, so what you really want to be able to find, both of you guys, is how do you control the entire frame because you're aware of the T. You actually see and feel the T in 3 dimensions. So when that T on the chest, distance between the shoulders and the spine, when you see that turn this way, you know your options. You're like, oh, okay, the T is facing with the closest shoulder to me here, I'm gonna hide my head so I don't get popped in the face by the shoulder. You still have knee danger, but what you can do is you could pop your own shoulder and cover yourself. So now you have protection from knee danger and you have distance and you can set something else up. So all of that thinking will help this one drill and being able to change levels on this drill. Go high, go low, and start playing with even face. Saying, okay, cool, like, let's start being super gentle. Let's start being super gentle and start swinging some elbows in each other's faces. Like, super gentle. Can I touch the face with the elbow? Oh, now I got the elbow on the sternum. So if you have the elbow on the sternum, it's like, okay, cool, that's another leverage point. So every point of contact is a leverage point. So this drill is going to teach you all of that, and it really just requires time. Just time playing with it. And also you can even switch legs and play the other direction. And just be as creative as you guys want. You can do a step per push. So step back. Okay, and with this leg. Yep, and now step forward and push. With that leg. Push, sorry. Yep, so you're gonna push, 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 push. Yeah, so let's pushing. And now push back. So this is called dalu, and like moving push hands. So it's going to start to give you more insight into the grappling footwork. And there's more precise footwork we can do with that. Yeah. Push hands, push hands, push hands. I can't emphasize it enough. And then that rooting drill that we just did. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do some choreo. Time is it? All right, cool. All right, so choreography. So one of the things we start out with now in our events is just every person throwing any move they want slowly, super slowly. Okay. So I'll start it out, and everyone's going to react, and we're going to react in whatever feels natural. So I'm going to swing a punch, and everyone's going to react to it, and then now you're going to do a technique.
Yeah, well, it's a landing punch, right? Not a dodging.
Yeah, landing.
So it's like it actually punches you in the
Yeah,
face.
so what
way
is
would you fall? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so your turn. Anything you want.
Anything else?
It's Tai Chi speed.
Always wanted to do that.
Your turn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was mimicking you.
Just a fake knee. Payback from earlier. It just seems like a 1v1 fight you guys got.
Face punch.
You can blow someone's eardrums with that. It's called a cannon punch. It's singing.
Ooh.
It's one of my dad's favorites.
Straight up.
It was an unstretched outside crescent
Stop
kick.
the ball.
Okay, after this round, everyone go one more time, and we're going to partner up.
That's an actual tumble.
Good stuff. Okay, so let's partner up. You guys.
Okay.
You guys. Okay, there we go. And so we're gonna do 3 hits each. So each one of you will do 3 hits and
Okay.
3 responses.
Okay.
Hit response for every hit. And let's just flow back and forth. Let's go, we'll start with 1, we'll work up to 3.
So
Okay.
stationary.
Yeah, so we're gonna go, and in general, when you throw a stunt strike, you're gonna have about a foot to maybe 6 inches of space between your
Yeah.
body and the other person's face. And the camera will help to cheat all of that.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to just go to me, so essentially we'll go 1 for 1, and what we'll do too, after we get to 3, we'll start playing around with the camera too, meaning that someone will take the camera and we'll talk about going with the body mechanic versus opposite of the body mechanic, counter mechanic, and that'll give you a different effect on camera. So let's go for it, and yeah, just go for anything you want, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. So, and remember to start slow with each other so that you could then start speeding it up. Because what we're doing is by starting slow, we're getting each other's rhythm. So we want to get each other's rhythm. 10, 20, and then pick it up. And just talk to your partner about when you're ready. Oh. Oh.
I'm usually weird, so I'm usually really great at doing
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, these guys are two of like the best fallers that we had. The stunt break fall guys. The period. Okay, so pick it up to 2 now. Two actions, 2 reactions, 2 moves each. Yep. So a combo.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep it slow. Ooh. So keep it slow in the beginning so that you can find each other's rhythm and then pick it up. Boom. Nice. Ooh. Oh. Nice. That was very nice. Great reaction. Boom. Boom. Oh.
I was doing it again. Let's go over here.
Oh. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. Like when we fall on the side. Yeah, like shove it. It's like that. Because the force would go this way.
Okay, so the 3 of you guys, while he's taking a break, 2. So you go 2, you both react.
Okay.
You go 2, you both react. Okay, ready? Yep. Oh. Oh. Okay, pick it up to 3. Ooh. Ooh, great reaction.
One more again.
Yep. Good stuff, man. So let's play with who wants to do a counter movement first? You want counter movement? Yeah, how about
Camera.
Yeah, so counter. In other words, like you can either be going with the punch or you can pull away from the punch.
Okay.
So what that means is that Ruben punches, you can push in with the punch, or as he's punching, you could pull away from the punch and reveal, right? Or you can do it with the zoom, etc. And there's other concepts as well, like counter, like right side move left or right side move right. So it's just figuring out what feels right for the mechanic of how you want to interconnect all the shots. The more you plan a fight sequence, the more you can intentionally design the camera movement to give a particular type of feeling and paint the space. So, great. Okay. So yeah, I'll take a cross. So if you aim for right here. Great. And go for it again. So normally we start our choreography 10% when we're starting to do our faster choreography, and then you pick it up when you feel ready to 20%. Okay, now 30%. And 40. You could really, great, 50.
So that too, stand like back here.
60.
So then if you see it crossing his face, yeah, on the camera it looks like he's crossing his
Right,
face
so
a little
now
more.
60.
Go for that.
Thank you.
There you go.
So which way should I move?
Right there's good. So what you do is just move in when he's taking the hit. So
9.
like that. Sorry.
No, thank you.
It's just like
Like,
yeah, because if you
out.
saw the angle originally, you can see the gap.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like when you have a good angle, it looks like he's actually going across his face.
So let's think about also character, right? So what is the character? So if you want to design the shot that essentially shows the character, who the character's against, and then the reaction of what happens, you can essentially design it in many different ways. But you can have a wider shot to just show all that unfold, or you can go from here to my face. I take the punch, and then you can go back to him. You know, like it's there's so many different ways to do it.
Yeah.
But why don't you play with the feel and see what feels right?
It's like a mix of that.
And we also want to make sure that when you turn,
It's like
that the angle's covered,
Right.
right? So it's like, okay, cool. So you're hiding the point of impact, it's called.
Hiding the point of impact?
Yeah, so the camera position is going to hide.
Kind of like what we're talking about, where you don't want to see the gap between. There, yeah, like.
The great thing about like fighting is that this guard can actually just be.
Yeah. And you'll follow it. He cocks back, so you can kind of start moving when he cocks back. No, there's slow-mo. No, you got it right here. You're good.
Wait, can you show me?
No, you're good. So it's like, we're just doing, here, a little angle. We might want to hit a different angle for this, for the punch. You want the reaction of you, right? Not his.
Well, I think I want to favor Ruben, but I want to make sure that at the end of the day, we're talking about how the design in the mind.
Should we be behind you then instead of a kind of diagonal?
It's
there?
literally whatever the action designer wants to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah,
this is
yeah,
the conversation of like, what is the difference between your action design mindset versus your action versus yours, and how can you find what is the difference?
Behind him as the punch.
We could see the punch. The punch was in the right spot. Where we were was fine, but I didn't know if, because we were talking about reaction of the camera to the shot itself. So it just is like kind of weird because we're not like following from his perspective, kind of punching you. It's kind of just your reaction to the punch, if that makes sense.
I totally makes sense. I mean, like, you can literally just use your hand like this and paint what you want in the air and say, you know what, I want to come. If you wanted to have Ruben's face first here, or maybe you're zooming on the camera, so you're like, okay, he's pull out.
Can you do a slow punch real quick, Ruben?
Yeah.
I can follow him too. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
He's really good.
Let's see. Here, you can take it. Yeah, it's just like, have Nick scoot in a little more. Have him go more across your face. See, now we're going off of Ruben punching instead of your reaction to the punch itself. See, that is just the reaction.
Why don't you try this first? So notice that his face is going to come into frame if you're here. So now you're gonna get both Reuben and boom. And now you can cover the point of impact if you move slightly. Boom, there you go. So that,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, looks good.
Nice.
Now I'm getting into our whacking.
Okay, so let's try you. Let's get you in front of the camera and do so. So Patrick, why don't you come over here and do a moment together, you and Leah. And do you want to go on this? Sure. So whatever you think. Awesome. So you know what might be, or just want to throw this out there. So one of the things that we would call part of our weapon camera movement system is a shot like that, where we're on her face, right? And as she throws the hook, obviously we come across and we get Patrick's face rolling past the camera. So it's that, to achieve that, it's footwork for the cameraman.
Okay.
So it's literally like, it's like a push to jump across the shoulder line, because you have this shoulder line that you want to cut.
We did that one with Rami, that one. was
Yes,
pretty-
exactly.
Yeah.
And let's slow it down even more so the camera can get the pace of the footwork. So- You may want to jump a bit to here,
Okay.
so you can actually get more space in the frame and crouch when you land. Nice.
Ooh.
How's that feel?
We had one where we did like 7 people fighting at one time.
Hey, did you run it one more time so I can get a cool shot of you guys? Here, roll. Okay, run it again. Patrick, Nick, you'll have to jump a split second before her hook starts.
Okay.
Nice.
Look at his face, it's like, like,
Okay. Yeah. Ruben, do you want to shoot anything?
no.
Okay, so how about we stretch up? Let's do a final drill, and just a sweat, and let's stretch up. Let's see if we can get this without falling down here. Okay. Good stuff. All right, final drill. Let's go for partner up. This will actually condition the arm a bit, and you definitely want to massage, self-massage. You guys have already done this a bit before. But let's, so we're gonna chop. Chop, chop. So high, low, high. Boom. That's it. So we're going high, low, high. High, low, high. High, low, high. High, low, high. And we're doing one arm. High. That's it. High, low, high. Right. So if you're doing one, you're going to outside block up here. So essentially you're going to defend, or defend.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, so you can do that, but actually inside,
boom. Then we just
Boom. Right. Now this one is going to be outside. Boom.
Okay, so we can do it. But we just did.
Bones made of steel.
Yep. And so check this out. Two.
Okay.
So 1, 2. I'm sorry. Can you do it like that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's correct. 1. And so all the color breath work. So oftentimes you, if you do this, you put something on called Beat That Jiao, which is like a lot of kung fu masters make their own ointment that they put on.
Oh, really?
But one of the things that you want to do for longevity, instead of smashing the colors together, you want to wash the colors to the impact point before you receive them. Guys, you want to inhale and exhale, wash the color visualization through to where the impact point is before you make contact. That's like a qigong way to have more longevity with this kind of stuff. So you'll build more resistance to it rather than just smashing the bone. Because when you do that breath work, it affects the interstitium. It affects that thin layer of liquid that was discovered in 2017 in NYU, which is like it's the layer. There was the dye they would put into cells when you put a cell under a microscope would corrode the interstitium. And so that's why it took until 2017 to find this thing. Essentially, it's a layer of liquid that goes throughout the entire body that conducts like electrical current, etc. So when you do this breath work, the visualization, it affects that layer, and it's incredibly helpful with the Qigong masters and Shaolin monks when they take like spears and things, they lay on beds of needles. So the breath work visualization we're doing at the beginning, you really want to use it here so that you're and so you really just visualize that color protecting you for every single impact.
Yes. So was it that over here, I go outside? Or not? Oh, no, I think.
You were switching on that before you told us that's actually a great thing.
Yeah, so I switched to my left.
So you want to
So when I'm doing my right arm, it's inside, outside.
and really take your time with it too, not only because of the learning, but also because of the reality of what the step means for the drop in. So you really want to take your time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Switch 1, 2. Yeah. You want to make it.
Not you.
Oh, yeah.
I think you did it.
Inside. 1,
Extra. Ultra change.
1, 2. Good stuff.
1, 2, 3. Hey, good.
Good stuff. And if you want to switch it up, you can go low. So let's go low, high, and low. It's this. Low. So swing that up. Now you swing this up. Do it actually. So let's go. So take the time to jump. 1, 2, 3, and then the other side. And that's going to be low. So,
Oh, yeah.
so one of the things you're practicing with this is actually like stopping a kick. So
Stop.
throw a hot kick right there. And like either cutting it or knocking it to the side. So I was trying to knock it to the side, accidentally caught it. But you got something, right? Yeah. So essentially, so you can go low, high, low, and then low, high, low, and then low. So this low looks like this. Because remember, you're here, you're here. So it's all about your control of space. You really think of it as space rather than a structure. So we're finishing up the training, and then at the end of training, we stretch. So it's really, really important. Always stretch. You have not finished your training until you've stretched. just get you guys to just play with each other real quick. This is the drill. Go for it. You too.
So we have to block it on.
Oh, no, I don't know. Same thing.
I was doing the opposite one. There.
Where is it?
Okay, so we're here. On you?
Yeah.
Yep. So let's go for it. Are you starting out? Let's start out this one. Inside, outside,
Oh.
outside. And now you're going to come around to this one. He's going to go outside. And then switch around, and you're going to go inside, outside. Boom. Oh, yeah, switch it up.
And how much should our legs?
I would, if you really want to play, I would play here, the one right here. Yeah, every step. That won't be right. This is nothing compared.
Yeah. I got punched off.
This is messing with my.
Let's just do this one side, and let's focus on getting the choreography. High, low, reset. High, low, high, reset. High, low, high, reset. Just go for that for a second, just to get the choreography. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good, now let's switch and go this side. High, so high, low. Oh, low, good stuff. High, high, low. Nice. High, low. Nice. Good stuff. Excellent. Good stuff. All right. Oh, yeah, we didn't do that. Let's go.
Kids was like, no. Yeah, I got Jan's like, stop. I got regular bumps. Stop. No, we definitely smart. Before he goes like, he still goes about 100, but sorry,
Okay, guys, let's stretch it up. Let's stretch it up. Okay. So, suck in the belly. Actually, two uplifting hands. Really, we always use this to bring our awareness back to center. During competitions, we use this in between every round, just to calm, get control of the breath, especially when you're breathing heavily. Let's bring the feet 2 fists apart parallel, suck in the belly button, and you're going to imagine, you have to visualize, imperative for this, you're going to imagine a string pulling the belly button through the lower back. So, to pull you here. So suck in the belly, the string pulls you back, 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 back. And you'll notice that all these muscles are contracting, like they're flushing down the toilet, that belly button. What that's doing is it's releasing the muscles around the spine so that you can use the muscles directly on either side of the spine to go up. So first we're going to, this is self-induced traction. Suck the belly button in, then just lift only the collarbone. So you're going to leave all the other rib cage ribs behind and it'll feel like that. So just lift the collar. Belly button, collar. And then thumbs up. Fingertips going up, up, up. And the fingers, even with one, the whole concept is the feeling of the fingers being pulled up. Pull, 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 pull. And counterbalance all of the upper body. So belly button sucking, collarbone lifts, fingertips. Once you have that, you're going to visualize just the lower back muscles lifting up, lifting out of the hips. So everyone just hold that for a second. Get your feet together super forward. Good. Half inch closer. Good. Belly button pressures here. Good. Hold. Collarbone. Good. string pulls you, you push my fingers up. Yes. Great. And then lift them right here. Excellent. And then interlock the thumbs. Like this. Great. And now my fingers lift up. Good stuff. Great. Now these muscles, lifting up, 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 up. Right here. Visualize them going up. Up, 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 up. Great. Hold. Great. Belly button. Push me back here. Excellent. It's excellent. Push me back here. Good. Awesome, awesome. Hold. Great, 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 great. We're going to lift all of the muscles. Visualize those going up. Belly button. Push me back. Contract, contract, contract. Let the tailbone down. Yeah. And push me back. Yes. Up, 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 up. Excellent. Fingertips. All this going up. Keep healing. Good stuff. Great. Everyone can still hold it back. Good. Now, middle back goes up. All the muscles in the middle of the back going up, 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 up. Then suck in the belly button, lift the collarbone and the fingertips again. So you re-engage the structure. And then all the muscles on the upper back, shoulder blades going up, belly button goes in, collarbone goes up, fingertips go up. One more, shoulders cover the ears. Suck in the belly button, lift the collarbone, fingertips, and then maintain the structure of the hands fall down. And then let the chin follow an imaginary line down the center of the body. And now just one vertebra at a time. Just one vertebra at a time. And just keep going down. Keep the weight on the heels. Keep the knees locked. And then when you go down as far as you can, then just fold the arms and hang. Soften the head, keep the weight on the heels. Inhaling deep. Fill the lungs with light. Exhale, washing down. Inhale, feel as if you have strings lifting your hips to the ceiling. As you exhale, the collarbone just melts toward the ground. One more. Keep the arms folded while you're hanging. Yep, arms folded. Yeah. And then exhale, release the arms and suck in the belly button. Keep the weight on the heels and come up. Inhale as you come up one vertebra at a time. But suck in the belly button to use the abdominal muscles to rebuild the foundation of the spine. So you're rebuilding the spine one vertebra at a time. Inhaling as you come up. So very intense, like that. That's the basic yogic lift, and it's really not widely taught. A lot of times you'll go to a yoga class, they'll be like, well, suck in your belly and lift your chest. But that's oversimplifying it. Let's do it again. You're going to contract all these abdominal muscles and visualize a string pulling your belly button through the spine. So you want to visualize that. Once you have that, I want you to lift 2 strings, visualize them lifting only the collarbone. If you feel the ribcage lift, do your best to relax it and then re-engage just right up here. And then interlace the fingers and visualize a string pulling the fingers up. It's a very different sensation than lifting your arms and reaching. You have to imagine it's being pulled. Pull, pull, pull. Keep the weight on the heels, and now we reestablish the posture again. Suck in the belly button, lift the collarbone, lift the fingertips. Great. Hold there, and visualize this going up, 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 up. All these muscles, just in the lower back, lifting out of the hips, right here. Once you feel them again, yes, once you feel it fire, then hold, lift the collarbone and the fingertips. Right here. Belly button goes up, 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 up. Great. Once this engages, collarbone, fingertips. Good stuff. Hold. And right here, press my fingers back. Press them back. Yep. Yep. Good stuff. Yes. Right there. Good stuff. Collarbone. Good stuff. Right here. Yep. Excellent. Good stuff. Right here. Middle back goes up. Good. Middle back goes up. Right here. Visualize the stand up. Lift it up. Out of the lower back. Yes. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, good. Hold. Belly button, collarbone, fingertip, all this position. Good. Good. Belly button, collarbone, fingers up. Good. Now upper back, shoulder blades going up. Keep holding. Belly button, collarbone, fingertips. Good, 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 good. Belly button, upper back, all this going. Good. Hold. Hold that right there. Collarbone and fingertips. Good. You got it. Good. Up here. Hold on. Good. Hold. Now lift the shoulders and cover the ears. Belly button, collarbone, fingertips. Cover the ears. Good stuff. Cover the ears. Good stuff. Okay, great. And dropping down. Maintain the structure while you drop. And then go down, down, down. One vertebrae at a time. Super slow. Melting down. Yes, beautiful. And recognize the vertebrae goes all the way up to the neck, so you want to melt each one away. Visualizing one melting off the next. Keep the knees straight, locked. Soften the shoulders. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Each one melting away. Keep inhaling and exhaling, melt away. Yep. Keep telling these muscles to melt, melt, melt. Keep these locked. Good, yeah. Hold it out as far as you can. Good. Inhale deep. Exhale, release the arms. And inhale and slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. So that's the equivalent of you hanging from a bar. Yeah. So it's super intense for the intercostal muscles, and you definitively have to eat like right after this, within 45 minutes. Like replenish there, especially if you're not used to this stuff, because you'll feel this is uncommon for people to do this type of lift movement with those muscles around the spine. So you might notice that there's a little shakiness to muscles, and you might find them firing, and then it just kind of fire. And this happens all the time if you spend time away from this exercise. So you have to just remind the muscles that they can do that. So that's essentially what this is. And let's stretch it on the ground. Inhale it up. Exhale drop. Yeah. Try to keep the chest flat. Inhale, just bring one leg up, and exhale, drop it across very gently. Beautiful. And inhale, and bring the leg back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop it a little bit. Melting into the ground. Inhale, it up. Exhale. Inhale, it up. Exhale, drop it. You can even touch that. Yeah, you can touch that. That's great. I'll use the environment. Inhale, bring it over, and exhale, drop it down. One more time. Inhale it up, exhale down. Inhale it up, and exhale. And just turn over to the back. Bring the knees up. And exhale, drop the knees across to one side, look to the opposite side. Good stuff. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, drop in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, drop across one more time. If you want, you can take the arm that's close closest to the knees and gently place the hand on the top knee to help it melt toward the ground. You want the opposite knee and shoulder, or should I say the far knee, top knee, and your far shoulder to melt into the ground. Inhaling up to the other side. Exhale. Inhale to center. And just grab your ankle. You don't have to grab your ankle. But you can just push the heels into the ground and lift the hips. Exhale, drop, bridge down, and bring the knees to the chest or forehead. Big breath, exhaling deeper each time. Dropping the heels down to the ground. You can grab the ankles if you want, you don't have to. Inhale, push the hips up. Exhale, drop the bridge down. And forehead to knees. Inhale, reach with the heels and the fingertips. Opposite directions, extend the body. Exhaling down firmly. Walk the fingers to the side. Inhale deep. Exhale, forehead to knee. Grab to the other side. Inhale deep. Exhale, forehead to knee. Back to center. Inhale up and switch the legs. Exhale down. Walk the fingers to the side, forehead to knee. To the other side, forehead to knee. Back to center. Up to the belly button. And reach across, push down, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Reach across. And we're going to close the eyes and inhale. You're going to visualize white light in the belly. We're going to use the sound ah to help us track the visualization and push it to different areas of our body. We're going to visualize the light cleaning the bone marrow with the sound ah. So inhale white light into the belly and use the sound ah to scrape any unnecessary stuff out of the bone marrow with the sound, with the light cleaning it. Clean the veins, all the cells. And let the light wash off the body, expand as far as you can go around you. Gratitude for the body, the space we're in, good people in your life. You guys so much good stuff today. Good stuff. So happy to have you guys here.
Oh, this is great.
So happy to see these guys. So let's spend some time talking about your stuff. You guys still doing some time? Yeah, so we're here every Friday.
Okay.
So we were supposed to be I didn't tell you guys that I didn't know if it was going to happen or not, but we were on track to Stephen Mitchell, who's a VFX, great VFX guy from like Star Trek and like a bunch of Marvel shows, was going to come with his daughter tonight, and they wanted to shoot a JFH action scene, father-daughter action scene. And so, but he's had the flu for a while, and therefore we did not do that tonight. So, but he'll be here next week. We'll be shooting action. So if you guys can't make it, which I don't think you can, I will take some hits. And if you guys want to come, you can come. You know. That might be actually super fun.
Big Star Trek fan, so.
Oh yeah, huge Star Trek. Dan Curry, if you know Dan, is one. He's a Tai Chi guy.
Okay.
And he introduced me to Steven. And I was just like, wow, man, like this is really awesome to find people who train in the martial arts in their private life, and then like they don't necessarily have the opportunity to showcase that as much in their professional life. So it's really cool to find like, oh wow, like Dan Curry's been doing Tai Chi since like, for 50 years. And Steven's been doing it for a very long time himself, and Hapkido specifically. So I'm totally open to getting beaten up by some from VFX legends. Yeah, let's workshop. So we're gonna workshop Midnight War is Nick's character.
Okay.
And so we're going to spend some time working on the, Nick and Patrick actually came to us through a development deal, contest. They were our winners that we did at Comic-Con back in 2022.
Nice.
And so, we had 3 sets of winners actually, but the most dedicated have continued to train and actually really, their effort that they put in has definitively leveled up a lot of things that we do with JFH. So it's so cool to see the symbiosis happen. And so deeply grateful. I just want to make sure that we can take Midnight War to the next level.
I guess it's already been over 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 days.
This is
December.
our third year.
Yeah, and it's it's really super interesting time because there's I was on a call today with a guy who runs movie pods. Yeah, I think I told you about that. Yeah, and just telling them about what our strategy is, but I was working with Perplexity for the last. I was doing a content blend of all of the JFH content that we have, all of it, like the thousands of hours from our community, the cinema camera stuff that we shot that we've not released yet, and the stuff we shot on cell phones, like at our events and stuff like that. And Perplexity helped me see. It's like, hey, you have a feature film here. I was like, oh. They're like, yeah, AI can fill in the gaps for these other things that you might need, but for the most part, you've actually shot all the acts. I was like, oh crap. So I'm like, this is amazing that we can actually put something together, and that's what my call with the guy at Movie Pods was today. I have a similar call next week with another producer, and so I'm just like, what I'm really thinking about is we've integrated into a feature cut, because to me it's all about the brand building. How many touch points can you have with the brand? Can you have a feature touch point that leads to something can you take the same content and repurpose it on social in a way that's highly intentional? And that's really what we're doing foundationally. Then can our live events essentially point to what we're doing as the next level of a WWE? That's really what we're building here. It's like, hey, this is kind of like the WWE, except it's a cinematic universe and anybody can join the cast. And so it's not just an audience watching, it's people actually stepping into it and saying, this is my character and this is how I impact everybody else's character. And so Perplexity wrote an arc for non-JFH vigilantes, and I was like, oh, that's perfect for Midnight War. And I was like, yes. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So it's really interesting, even de-aging myself, for example. I'm like, I need something from 2018. And it's like, okay, we have footage from 2018, Kling can help generate more on that footage, and the offer today was for us to go into Santa Monica to this 3D dome. It's like, they got all these cameras in a net, in a tent kind of thing. So they're striking a partnership with the space, and they need some proof of concept things. And so we were talking about like doing something there where we would essentially shoot scenes in this 3D space to help them prove their concept for their new business model, and for us to essentially get some footage to finish what we're doing. So I think that's a super interesting thing to explore, and I would love to figure out how some of the midnight noir, like to me, midnight noir, I think this is aligned with what you guys have put together in your script. It shows a whole world of like, this is just, there are people in real life, this is real, like there are real life superheroes that show up and that have the things that they're dealing with in their city. And so I think that's very much aligned with what you guys are already thinking. And I think that's a great crossover point to be able to have that like tie into get in real quick there. So I have notes from your last thing. I can pull that something.
And anything you need from us help-wise with anything we're doing.
Oh man, like we should probably talk about that. Like once this feature thing, love you guys, Justice Fire that up. Once this feature